So in this part of the video, I'll be drawing the HTC trucks, and basically come in 3 inches from both sides, and how I start the trucks is go up 1/2 inch, and then kind of go across that 1/2 inch. And then between 1/4 and 1/2 inch, this is where the first wheel well basically goes. This is right at 1/4 inch, then 3/4, then right at 1/4, and 3/4, then right at 1/4, and then this amount that's left. And then you connect these. And as I said, it's good to just kind of draw a couple SD40-2s, or as we are drawing GP38-2s, we're going to be drawing ES44s, SD70 Aces. Certainly doesn't hurt when you find an engine that you like drawing. Keep practicing at it several times. Because it kind of gets some of the measurements into your mind. And see, once you kind of have these little boxes on the top, you kind of measure them down to right about the rail level. Then just sort of about 1/8 of an inch or so above the rail level. Yeah. Kind of make a line. Same width as that top. Then basically want to go up 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch. And then what we do is we connect. Just sort of connect that. And our real goal, and then just sort of do a similar. And see, we pretty much have our side frame there. And as I do the truck in several of these videos, I may even describe the process of how I do it a little bit differently. It may seem like I'm describing it differently each time, but it's the same process of how I'm doing it. See, basically how you're getting there is that you're basically making this frame, which is, as I've said several times, you start with the frame of the engine, and then you start filling in the details. Well, you start with the frame of the truck, and then you start filling in details. And that's really kind of the essence of what you're doing, is you want this shape. And there's kind of this piece of design here. And basically these EMD engines definitely have nice clean trucks that have roller bearing. And as you start to learn SD40-2, of all things, SD40-2 of all things unlocks a huge world of engines that you can start to draw. Engines from the 70s, 80s, 90s, from today. This engine, the GP38, GP40. I mean, some of these engines, considering that they're engines you can still see today, these are engines you can see in so many different paint schemes. I mean, literally, there are probably about 6 or 7 engines that if I literally had to pick a few of these engines, that I could say, find a few engines that if you started to learn how to draw them, oops, right there, see, I started talking, the middle, that's more like an SD40 truck in the sense that the middle one, because the middle gets actually that strut. I know what happens when you break your concentration when you're drawing. Put the air cylinders. And while we're at it, let's put the wheels. As I've described it, the nice thing is you can draw the whole first truck all at one time. You can draw them one piece here, one piece there. It's kind of nice. You can put the wheels on first. But the essential part, that, as I've said, you really do want to draw the frame before you put the detail. That's really the essential part. Okay. So there we basically have our trucks.